Hey folks, Jiminy Critic back here with some movie reviews for you again, and I gotta say, first time, we've been doing this a little over 2 years now, and my producer and I came up with an idea that I don't think we've tried before. We're gonna actually take a quick review of 2 different movies in this one movie review segment, and I don't think we've ever done that before. I know we did a review thing way back when of my favorite films, but this is totally different. Here's why we're gonna do this. Many times in reviewing movies over the years and just watching movies over the years, you know, you see, and you probably feel the same way, you see a lot of junk. And once in a while, some great movies kind of pop their heads up at you, and you really know when you see them because, man, most movies are just kind of mediocre. I got 2 movies for you that are kind of on either end of that spectrum for you today. First of all, I want to bring up to you a movie you need to take the time to see. I really enjoyed when I saw it, called The King's Speech. And then the second movie I'll be reviewing quickly came out here in January of 11, called The Dilemma. And maybe you've heard of both of these. Let me quickly explain. The King's Speech stars Colin Firth, Geoffrey Rush, Helena Bonham Carter. Those are the 3 major characters. Guy Pearce also has a little bit in this movie. The basic premise of The King's Speech is this. Colin Firth plays George VI. They're also known as Bertie. That's his nickname. And he, of course, takes over the throne of England as King of England in 1936 when his brother Edward abdicates the throne. Here's the problem. Colin Firth's character, George VI, has a speech impediment, doesn't speak well. He's done this since a youth. Well, imagine a king of a country is going to give lots of speeches, lots of talks, lots of presentations in front of big crowds. What in the world is he going to do when he kind of, stutters quite a bit when he speaks? Well, in comes Geoffrey Rush as Lionel Logue, and he's going to be his speech therapist. Of course, in the beginning, they kind of battle each other, don't get along. I don't need you, you get out of my... And once they start working together, you can just see these 2 guys sit back, relax, take over their roles, and you kind of forget that you're watching a movie and you think you're watching the story of how the King of England became a better speaker because of his mentor and friend, Lionel Logue. I highly recommend to you that you catch The King's Speech. It's worth it. All right, now, that one I got excited about. The other movie here that we're talking about today that we're going to review is called The Dilemma, and this one is directed by Ron Howard. You all remember Ron Howard. Opie on Mayberry, Richie Cunningham in, Happy Days, and then started out in his career as a movie director, has a lot of great movies under his belt. One of my favorites of his is Apollo 13, and the story that goes on with that. Thought it was a lot of fun and very well directed. Well, he's got Kevin James, funny guy. Vince Vaughn, funny guy, been in movies for years. Winona Ryder, Jennifer Connelly, Channing Tatum, kind of an up-and-comer, but he's been in a couple of flicks now that are kind of fun. You got this movie called The Dilemma. For me, there's no dilemma. Don't waste your time with this stinker. The writing is bad. The editing is bad. The jokes aren't funny. It falls flat. You'll be looking at your watch a number of times. There's the dilemma. On one hand, The King's Speech, really good movie that you need to check out and take the time to see. And then you have The Dilemma, which for me is no dilemma at all. Don't bother wasting your time with this stinker. That's all. There's our 2 reviews for this particular time. See The King's Speech. Until next time, it's Jiminy Critic, and I'll catch you later on with another movie review.